second to last, most likely, edition of Granny Square Tuesday. So if you guys are new, for the last 20 weeks I have been working different floral style granny squares out of this book. It's called the Ultimate Granny Square Source Book. It will be linked down in the description box if you're interested in granny squares. Today is week 20, so I'm going to show you guys my square, and we're going to compare it to the one in the book. And then next week will be, next week's video will be, well, it won't be finished by next Tuesday, but it'll be a combination of sewing the squares together, blocking them, and probably edging or border as well. But for now, let's just focus on square number 20. So this week's square was not originally, I don't think, designed to be a flower. This is their version here, and this is actually called the Rainy Day Puddles Square. But I thought it kind of looked like a flower here in the center. Now this book does have written instructions as well as a chart. It does have a few discrepancies in the written instructions, and so I've had to refer to the chart. On other occasions, the chart was a little confusing, and so I've had to kind of use both to make certain squares. But aside from that, this book is a really good book. This particular square is on page 177, and it is one of the 80 stitch count squares, because there are 50 80 stitch count squares and 50 112 stitch count squares. So total you get 100 different squares. Like I said, it's a really good book. You guys should check it out. So I'm gonna show you guys, like I said, that they did all blues and whites. They only used 3 colors. And I'm gonna mark this page because I'm going to put the designer's name in the description box as well. One second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Casey popped in for a minute. So anyways, here is my square. And I guess I can show you like a side-by-side. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care much for the colors that I picked out. However, I wanted to add a little bit more red into the blanket. I felt like there wasn't enough red in the blanket. So here is the two together. Total polar opposites as far as color goes, but and I don't, like I said, I don't necessarily, I don't care for the colors on this. Oops, I just dropped the book. That sucks. Dang it, now my cover is bent. Dang it. I've got too much stuff around me, guys. Anyways, so I don't particularly care for the colors that I chose. Specifically because this to me looks like mustard and ketchup. I don't know why I chose those colors, other than I knew I wanted to incorporate more red into the throw. And I thought that the orange yarn that I've been using would not look that great. I guess I could have put the white in the center and then do red and then a coral, the coral color, something. I could have done something like that. It never occurred to me to put the white in the center, and then all of that would have, I don't know. I just know I don't care for the colors, but you guys can let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. So this one measures 6.5 inches. So I mean, it's in range of the other ones. Here is the back. Again, I tried to crochet over as many of the tails as I could, but there's still some that need to be sewn in. Now, since this is my last square, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys the last 5 squares that I have made to do a little comparison. So we can maybe compare some colors here. I know that we just kind of did one of these not too long ago. See if we can get them a little better on the screen. So these are what this is. I really feel like it's got a lot of green and stuff in there. The last 5 weeks. But I think that's a good thing. I really do. Now, the last comparison video we had a lot of yellow. It had a lot of pink in it. I'm going to be really interested in seeing how all of these colors mesh together. Also, one thing I like about this one is I went ahead and I did these last 2 rows in the beige instead of just the last row. You can see on all of these, like these two just have just barely a beige, you know, round. And the same thing here, I just did the very last row. But I kind of wanted to stick with this centerpiece being the flower. And they use 3 colors in theirs, and I use 1, 2, 3, I use 4 colors. But this is definitely not my favorite square. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. I like this one, but I hated making it. I'll tell you that. But anyways, guys, so that is the last of the 20 squares that I picked out. So what I am going to be doing with the next Granny Square Tuesday video, which probably won't come out next Tuesday, but I am going to be showing you guys the blocking process, the stitch that I use to join the squares, and then probably the border, at least some of the border, and then we'll do a reveal, and we'll do all of that in one big video, just because I don't want to stretch this project out too long. I'm kind of excited to get it finished because I've got a lot of yarn that I need to put away, but I'm also a little sad to be finished with it because I have really had a lot of fun doing these squares, a lot more fun than I thought I was going to. So, you know, I don't know. I think I said this last week too, but I'll probably be going ahead and doing another one of these throws with the 112 stitch count squares at some point. Maybe we could do that. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go for now. Casey is wanting me to go downstairs with her so that she can have a hamburger, and yeah, tomorrow I will start the process, or Benjamin will start the process of weaving in ends, and then I will start the process of blocking, and yeah. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.